Yeah. So here it's a complex screen. I'll explain it. Uh, so let me start with first selection of specialties. We've got 100 plus procedures. So if you are somebody who is driving marketing for a provider, you want to be very focused, very clear that you want to drive PTCA for, let's say, Lenox Hill in New York, zip code in New York. This allows you to select the subspecialty. You may enter your name, you can enter New York, and you can enter languages that you want. So this allows you to reach across to a 60-year-old Spanish patient or a English-speaking patient, and on searches on desktop or mobile, and find first what are the volumes. So if you are a hospital, you want to know, uh, instead of spending your time with the digital team every time searching for what is the patient, which keywords I should look at based on the volumes as well as others. We have pulled all that information. On the left side, you will see keywords: CABG in New York, open heart surgery in New York. This is something that has a search volume of 1900. Now, what you are seeing also is a competitive screen, which means it tells the hospitals that are trying to be number one or provide access where they are on page one. So where you're seeing the numbers 4, 1, 3, 7, 10, these are where is this hospital coming on an average on page one on Google. So for a hospital today, about Google is the largest database worldwide, and to be able to come number one for their procedures is vital in being able to get leads at zero cost. So here you can see at a glance how for the top 50 or 100 keywords that are associated with symptomatic keywords that are associated with different patient intents, you know that a lot of hospitals are really not able to get uh, just be present for the patients in their target zip codes. This is another of my favorite slides. Okay, this is about HealthGrade, ZocDoc, eVariant, and a lot of the other aggregators and digital health firms whose very business depends on being present digitally. They do not have an offline book, and you will see that they just are not there on page one. So, and this is like just one procedure, and I can go show you pretty much procedure after procedures, and you will see that a lot of digital health companies really need to fix this instead of spending their money on advertising. And this is something that at one click they can find out and click that. Okay, so you can also do this analysis at a clinical level. And you will see here again that there is uh, clinicians are just not there on page one. It's partly because hospitals or providers have invested at a different level. It's partly because some of them have not optimized their site, but uh, for patients side, they look for clinicians. From clinician side, they're just the access to patient is just not there. So that's there. And we look at other networks also. This is more useful for pharma. I'll come to this when we discuss that. But this allows a pharma marketer to know that if I am doing a hyperlipidemia drug, okay, where is potentially what are the pages, groups, and forums where my patients are. So this makes marketing simple. It helps patients reach you earlier, and this is just one of the features. I'll go into um, the other features just at a glance, and then we can kind of come to the
Really,
other
really
selections.
impressive. Really
Yeah,
interesting.
sure. Thanks. So here, while we simplify this into a keyword search volume, okay, it also gives a a relative ranking for the clinicians, or for a pharma company to know which are the clinicians who are being able to get the footfalls from the patients. This is a separate module for the pharma companies, but this allows a clinician to realize that while they may have been number one in pre-COVID word of mouth, but for a patient today that's coming from digital first world, they may not be existent. This is another way. Okay, for providers, for example, if you were Lennox Hill, you would click and see at once uh, click what are the keywords that are being used by your competitors, and you will see that while they have a number of YouTube videos, they are just not optimized. Okay. So in this case, for example, if you're looking for these are symptomatic keywords associated, you can just click through and verify. So at a CEO level or at a CMO level, setting goals for digital or doing reviews for digital, this is a tool that really is very useful. And you'll see here that lot of the hospitals coming up, there are a lot of hospitals spending on ad money on this. The first four are ads that are costing them potentially about $10,000 per specialty a month, and that is just because they've not been able to figure out uh, what are the keywords they need to be able to do, or it's too complex. Similarly, for the aggregators, it lets them know what we are fundamentally doing, and this kind of gives for Lennox Hill a summary of it, that while they are present for surgery specific keywords and some of the diagnostic associated with the procedures, but words that are early signs and symptoms are not there. Okay, so that's the yeah. So that's one other challenge in the digital part is about reputation management. Here, I'll have to show a different screen, but Lennox Hill, what we are doing is clinical mining for bypass surgery specific positive or negative reviews. It's like when you go to Amazon.com and look in reviews, you don't look at the total review count. I'll just come to this feature separately because this hospital doesn't seem to have any reviews related to bypass surgery, either positive or negative. But this allows you to know clinically for a procedure. For example, if one of the things that you have is head and neck cancer, you want to know that not what is the number of reviews I have for head and neck cancer, and this allows you to do that. Another thing that this does is pull out ads for your competitors and let you know which are the ads that are there for each of the competitors. Uh, so here it makes healthcare marketing simple. Mm. So at one click, you are able to get all these details. There is one other ask from clinicians and providers is that why don't we uh, make use artificial intelligence and other technologies to give the recommendations in a simple manner. Okay, what do I fix first to fix my revenue for bypass surgery in New York? So what this does is it picks all the other complex things the tool is doing and summarizes it and tells that this single keyword has the potential to increase your revenue by this much for that particular segment. Okay, and this so what the tools that are there in the search engine optimization world are technical SEO tools. So what they will likely do is give you some error like this saying that meta tag is missing or roberts.txt file is not there. Every healthcare area has a number of complex rules that are there. What we are doing is uh, simplifying being number one on Google for you, being number one on health grades for you, being number one on ZocDoc for you at every procedure, at every zip code. And that's something that It also does one other thing. Okay, one of the uh, things that lead to lots of revenue is about your leads going to somebody who's using your name on their directory or on their network without possibly you getting the leads from that source. So what this does is it finds uh, who are the people or sites that are not your core site and where your brand name has been used, and probably your clinician names have been used. Very useful for doctors. Pretty much every doctor we run it from, they come up and say that, but I never authorize these people to uh, be able to get leads in my name. So this is something that's there, and it allows uh, probably one of the world's only solutions to be automatically to get this fixed. So this is in brief. I'll go back to the presentation now. We were talking of the number one problem in Google, which is about, or in digital, which is about being able to set your goals. What should I do in digital at every zip code and for every specialty so that I am able to drive my revenue? And that's something that's a problem for aggregators. That's a problem for device companies that have installed it in a particular zip code. That's a problem for clinics and for clinicians. So I'll just switch screens to go back to the presentation.